Hello my fellow aliens, welcome to my cabin, my Super Levi, and today we'll be reacting to Aang versus the Traveler Death Battle. Now I've been looking forward to this because 1. Genshin Impact is one of my favorite games, 2. Death Battle is one of my favorite shows I've watched since childhood, and 3. Combine both of them, and voila! Now by the time I'm recording and watching the video, it's gonna hurt like hell when I'm talking because I have ulcer on my cheeks, so when I'm talking it hurt. Oh dear, I should have not touched my cheek there. So yeah, like I said, I have ulcer on my cheek though, so by the time I'm reacting to the video, if you hear me screaming in pain or wincing in pain, it's because the ulcer that's causing it and it hurts. So yeah, with all that said, let's get right to the video. Well, let's get right to it. What? That's actually a weird way to start off the video. Why showing Aang getting body?
Which journeyman will come out on top in this elemental battle?
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win
a death battle. If you guys want me to watch more death battle videos, let me know.
Earth, fire, air. Long ago, the 4 nations lived in harmony, united by a master of the elements, the Avatar.
This Avatar reincarnated as different people for centuries, all with their own struggles. And man, was that true for our boy Aang.
Not at first, of course, thanks to his master and guardian, Yatso.
As a cheeky little air nomad, Aang traveled the world causing shenanigans, all while learning to control the winds with airbending.
Based on the real-life martial art Bagua Zhang, airbending is the most spiritual of the 4 bending styles.
I haven't seen, for those who don't know, I haven't seen Avatar yet, so I might get spoiled by watching this video, but that's okay.
Run like the wind and block hypersonic explosions.
The perfect style for a twinkle-toed goofball like Aang.
Background.
He even invented his own technique.
Master
the
Penguin
air
slaying
scooter.
koi surfing.
How does he not fall off that thing?
Add in a glider staff for flight, and the sky was the limit. But you know how it goes. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Their conquest spread, war was inevitable, and Aang was the only one who could save the world.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with all that, and being forcibly separated from
Oh
Gyatso.
man, I wish I could be
just a
talking,
kid.
but
So
I have
he grows up,
ulcer
like,
on my cheek
literally,
and it
absolutely
hurts
frozen
like
solid
hell
as
when I'm
adorable
talking,
sky
so it's
bison Appa
painful.
For 100 years.
Until he was awakened by the Water Tribe siblings Katara and Sokka. Time wasn't kind to Aang's people.
Well, I actually did watch, I actually did watch Avatar, but I only saw the first episode, and that was like many years ago, which is 2020 or 2021, so I don't remember much.
With no Avatar to keep balance, the Airbenders, Aang's entire culture, were wiped out by the Fire Nation.
Oh, that's rough, buddy. But Aang took the wake-up call to heart.
As the Avatar, it's Aang's duty to understand the world's people, learning their cultures, their sadness, joy, and humanity.
And what better way to do that than learning how they kick ass?
From the Northern Water Tribe and his twin crush, Aang learned waterbending. Themed around fluid Tai Chi movements, this style controls liquid and all.
I actually didn't know that most of these bending types are based off real-life martial arts, so it's actually very cool.
All forms to freeze targets, create water whips, and even cut through steel.
Learning earthbending was way tougher, but Aang's friend Toph taught him to stop being a wimpy pushover.
Air scooter,
now he can armor
tornadoes,
himself in stone, move the terrain
energy
of
bending,
entire
earth
cities,
bending.
and fight blind with a sonar-style seismic sense.
Earthbending is themed around the steady stances of Hung Quan Kung Fu, waiting for the right moment to strike head-on.
There was a lot to learn, but even with the world at stake and this moody hothead on his tail, Aang had fun doing it. Who could forget the adventures penguin sledding, going through the bending bayous, and living in Ba Sing Se, the city where no wars ever happened.
Yet across his journey, one power
Why that
eluded
quote
Aang,
sounds so? I
the
feel like I've
Avatar
heard that
state,
quote before.
An enhanced mode of being that came to him in moments of peril.
Sure, if Aang dies in it, the Avatar cycle ends permanently, but who cares when it gives you enough power to wipe out a whole Navy fleet?
Come on, Boomstick. The Avatar state is more than just a power amp.
Jocelyn,
Whoa.
how long have you been standing there?
I've been here the
When was the
whole
last time?
time.
When was the last
I
time she
lurk
appeared
where
on the
all
show?
Avatar
I
talk
can't
is.
remember.
Through the cosmic power of the avatars before him and the ancient spirit Rava, Aang gains the knowledge and experience of all previous avatars, greatly
The
expanding
Avatar
his
cycle
bending
dates back
options.
approximately
Lava bending from
10,000
Avatar
years.
Roku,
Whoa.
Sonic shouts from Avatar Yang Chen, and even more are theoretically available to him through their memories.
Oh, I get it. You can't just grind your way to controlling the Avatar state.
Right. If Aang wanted to stop Fire Lord Ozai, he needed something else.
He needed onion banana juice.
Yeah,
What?
technically, I suppose. Gross.
Specifically, Aang sought the guidance of Guru Pata.
Avatar
mastering his
state.
power
Collect
meant
knowledge of
clearing
all
his
past
chakras,
avatars.
emptying his mind of earthly
Golem
attachments.
form.
Seems simple, but this also meant rejecting his feelings for Katara, the person he loved most.
When he had
Ooh.
to choose between the world or the girl, Aang followed his heart and it didn't end well.
He got better. Aang was determined to understand the world's people, even the enemy Fire Nation. Something he accomplished thanks to the redeemed Prince Zuko, the Sun Warriors,
And these two honkin' dragons! Aang was scared of firebending, but it's totally awesome. It's not just about burning and blowing shit up. Okay, well it is, but there's so much more to it.
formed from the explosive movements of Shaolin Kung Fu. Firebending controls all manner of heat. And through the teachings of fire and water, he can redirect lightning bending, a burst of atmospheric discharge shot at over 200,000 miles per hour.
What?
Pyro, the best uncle ever, used his techniques to redirect natural lightning. So, you know it's the real deal. Not crazy enough? At his peak, Aang surpassed benders who could throw buildings, melt stone, and hold up this gigantic library solo. Whooping Ozai's butt should be no problem, right?
Not exactly. You see, the air nomads were pacifists who believed in the value of life above all. Being the last airbender, Aang didn't think his people were truly gone unless he went back on their teachings. Meaning, he really didn't want to kill Ozai.
So, what, he's just a coward now? Mr. Fire Lord is about to burn down the entire Earth Kingdom.
Not at all. Are you even listening? Aang was simply at odds with what he wanted and what the world expected, so he needed to make a choice.
Right. In his greatest challenge yet,
Ooh.
Aang discovered his true self, making his spirit unbendable and finally mastering the Avatar state.
Making him as strong as avatars who could cause hurricanes, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions.
Or in Avatar Kyoshi's case, a new island. As in, she broke off nearly 30 square miles of a peninsula to form a new landmass. But to defeat Ozai, Aang needed one final element, something few avatars had bent before.
That is?
energy bending.
Yep.
Not the easiest thing to do, but Aang totally overwhelmed Ozai, severing the tyrant's connection to fire.
I don't know if energy bending's gonna work on Traveler. Realistically, even like Traveler's willpower is way powerful than Aang.
And stopping his invasion, all while keeping his no-kill run intact. The ultimate FU to this warlord's ideology.
Now that the Fire Nation had cooled off,
Ugh.
Aang led a new era of peace with the United Republic of Nations, a place where all people could prosper and where a new generation and a new avatar would take the reins.
He even got hitched with Katara. Take that, Zutara shippers!
I will
What?
end you.
For all his doubts, Aang fulfilled the Avatar's destiny and then some, and he did it in a way that was true to who he was.
Because before being the Avatar, or even an airbender, the greatest thing he could ever be was himself. All in a day's work for a free, fun-loving kid.
I did hear they recently released a new movie, and I actually now want to watch this series. I know, like most people that I've talked to have seen this series before, and I haven't seen it yet though. Ooh, I'm gonna put that on my list on shows that I want to watch now.
The battle is coming up thanks to this episode's sponsor, DraftKings Casino.
Big news from the
CC Etiquette Days.com/.
Add extra barbecue sauce.
Add
And
extra
what now?
Welcome to Tevat, a mysterious land
Hey,
governed by
it's
godly
time for
archons
Genshin Analyst.
through the eye of someone beyond the stars, Ether.
AKA the Traveler, who escaped his dying world with his sister
Look.
Lumine in search of the flowers that
Bro,
bloomed
look
on
at
their
the
lost home,
affiliations.
only to
Knights of
crash land,
Avonius
awaken
with
to
some
an apocalypse,
islands,
and get
Legion
killed
Soul.
by this
Every
jerk.
single
Separated
look
from
at
his sister,
that.
Ether awoke, again, in a new, less apocalyptic age, and fished up his own pathetic pet pixie.
Paimon.
Yeah, she makes for good emergency food. With his new guide, Traveler to the windy country of Mondstadt to find his link to the past, but got a Breath of the Wild glider instead.
And his first element, Animo. letting him make air slashes, tornadoes, and of course,
Windblade! But guess what? Traveler wasn't
Don't
the
forget,
only one
most
with a power
importantly,
like this.
Windblade.
The map was full of blessed people wielding these relic things called visions.
Yep,
vision bearers can
vision
imbue
users.
their weapons and bodies with elemental power, summon items, and use a special, well, vision
Elemental
to
sights.
perceive the elements around them.
Normally, they're limited to a single element, but
Look
Traveler is just built
the amount
different.
of powers.
Through
Yeah,
Paimon's
like I'm like
guidance, he
just saying,
began
like
collecting elements from
Aang
mysterious
does not stand a
statues
chance.
across the
I'm
map.
sorry.
No vision relic needed for him.
Each nation had a new culture, a new element, a new crisis.
And new character banners. When asked to play a sleuth for a murder case in Liyue, Traveler wasn't interested. A corpse couldn't tell him where his sis was, but
Look
he
how
was roped
old
in
the
anyway
Genshin
and got the
cutscenes
Geo
look.
ability
Oh, my
to
cheek
form rock
hurts. Ow.
constructs and eruptions of earth.
When
Ulcers.
Aether ventured to Inazuma, he didn't care about its war with the Vision Bearers and their Archon either, until he saw the suffering caused by its tyrannical rule. And
If there's anything I like about Death Battle is the editing they put into when it comes to like analysts of the characters and the recaps and all that stuff though. It's actually amazing. There's anything I love about Death Battle is the editing. I just love the editing. Sorry.
joined the resistance with electro abilities, fighting the powers that be using electric buzzsaws, thunder blades, and lightning.
He even learned to dodge lightning. Other electro users like my wife Lisa
I'm waiting
can
for
conjure
them to
storms.
show
No shock when
Ryan
I adapted
Shogun
Dr.
cutting the
Clean
island
made
in half.
explosions that raised mountains. Traveler met all kinds of people like this. You know the type. Twinks.
Twinks?
Yeah, Teyvat has its own laws, Boomstick.
Ooh,
Many
Ringmaster,
Twinks being one
welcome
of them.
back.
Maybe 2 or 3 of them, actually.
Ugh, Ringmaster.
Shut up, Wiz. This guy's been playing Genshin since launch.
I know everything there is to know about the Genshin meta. Either can mix
Hold on,
elements
did
from
I just saw a wait, did they Shenhe McDonald's profile pic. Oh my gosh, I forget there used to be a time when there used to be edits of Genshin characters having McDonald's hats.
different reactions.
I wonder if they're
Basically,
still doing
big
it though. I gotta
elemental
look it up
combinations.
if we're still
Geo
doing McDonald
crystallizes
hats
materials into
edits.
Special barriers. Electro mixed with water stuns foes. Animo spreads elements around in swirls of destruction. Boom!
Like how I combine
Boom.
beer and gunpowder.
Exactly, Boomstick. Using Dendro, Traveler can form plant life that
Hyper
when mixed
Bloom,
with water
Hydro,
and lightning makes
yep.
homing beams. Yeah, run from that. With enough clever thinking and artifact farming, you can combine anything in Genshin.
Okay.
You know, when you think about it, Dendro actually changed the Genshin meta. Like before Dendro was released, the meta was alright. But when Dendro was released as the element, oh my gosh, my cheek hurts. Ow. The ulcers is preventing me from talking. Ow. I just want to talk about the meta and Dendro. Why?
Hey, we get it. Go lose another 50-50, you whale.
I'll show you a
Hey, don't call me. I'm not a whale.
whale. Drop one on your lap next time you're not looking.
In Sumeru, Traveler later beat Scaramouche, an edgy catboy with multiple elements at his fingertips, all in a time loop that got
Yep,
repeated
a time loop that
168
repeated
times.
all the
Speaking
time.
of time, Aether had control of more
Oh.
than just his own future. Teyvat's
And-
fate fundamentally changed in ways small and grand, all through his unending willpower.
And why?
Because the Traveler was a descender.
Yep.
Someone unbound by the land's destiny. Even this big tree that records all of the world's events
I
had no
miss
idea
playing
he
Sumeru.
existed.
Like when he helped defy the judgment of a biblical flood in Fontaine, where he mastered Hydro for his best Cuphead impression with water bullets.
I still don't know why Holyverse did this to Hydro Traveler. Like, out of all the element Hydros, not elements of Hydros, but out of all Traveler elements, Hydro is the worst one though. Like you mean to tell me we press E and hold on, wait, what did he said?
In Fontaine, where he mastered Hydro for his best Cuphead impression with
Cuphead impression. Oh my gosh, I did not thought of Cuphead when using Hydro Traveler. I didn't even put 2 to 2. What?
water bullets.
Heck, a dinosaur chose not to blow up the world just because Paimon and Traveler
Hey,
befriended
little
it.
one.
If that wasn't cool enough, Traveler can, unrelated, turn into a dinosaur.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Yo, look at him. Wonder if I could get a dinosaur on my Genshin team.
Through these legally distinct Pokemon, Aether can fly,
Legally
dig
distinct
through the
with
earth,
Pokemon?
or charge foes like a Jurassic bull. He traveled across the land, searching far and wide, and finally stopped swinging that one-star dull blade.
Instead, picking up the
Yep,
prototype
finally.
Rancor, which he wields like a beast thanks to the Swordmaster's.
And there it is, Swords of Narcissus and Cruz. I actually saw a lot of people talking about the Swords of Narcissus and Cruz, because for those who don't know, lore-wise, this sword is actually way busted. I don't think Death Battle is going to make Traveler use this sword, but yeah. Look at the amounts of swords.
Skirk, and several straight days of training. What a grind set! Still, Traveler's Cyst kept eluding him, choosing to hang in the shadows with these
With the
Illuminati
Abyss,
folk.
yep.
A group from Conria, the nation cursed by the gods for messing with the Abyss. Unbeknownst to Ether, his sister had already traveled to Vat in a journey that mirrored his own.
And at the end, she found... Well, we don't really know.
Yeah,
Not
we
yet,
don't
at
know.
least. But whatever
We're not
it
gonna
is,
find
got her
out
to
till
side
4
with the
years
creepy
later.
Villains. Lot twist.
Eventually, Ether reached the nation of Natlan to fight in its never-ending war with the Abyss. He gained the Pyro element, learning to launch fireballs and explosions combined of flame with lightning.
My
He didn't
favorite.
Just dabble in fancy pyrotechnics. By connecting with the people there, Traveler achieved Night Soul's blessing. A
Hey,
power of
there it
fueled
is,
by
Night Soul's
primordial
blessing.
element juice, strong enough to make a blade of fire hundreds of feet long. Hell yeah!
I'm-
that's strong
bro,
enough
I
to take down
love
the
this
heart of
boss
the
fight,
Abyss,
like,
which
it
is
was
on the level of
awesome.
waifus like Mawika and the Raiden Shogun.
An Archon who, in ages past, sliced Yashiori Island in two.
And there it is, the Ryan Shogun cutting the island in half.
That's cool, but how about when this Venti guy threw a whole ass mountain?
Not only that, Venti also erased the timeline, which is also crazy.
According to Paimon, Traveler can level a mountain himself.
Additionally, Ether learned
This
how
claim
to
was
use
directly
light
compared to
energy
strength
form a
of
Kuvaki
the
shield,
H-Daha who Ether
something he
defeated.
used to protect
Yep.
the people of Nodcry by blocking a cannon blast with enough energy to obliterate a town.
This was no ordinary cannon either. It also uses Kavaki energy, so that's a beam of light.
Through all his adventures, Ether had come to genuinely care for Tevat's people. Maybe one day he will reunite with his sister.
One
but for
day.
now, he's fighting for a whole new world.
Yep.
His new home.
Ooh, you need a higher adventure rank for that.
Don't you worry, gang. I dumped all
Beats.
my savings into Primo Gems for this.
Dailies,
We can't
don't
miss
forget
when
about
those
that.
Ice guys trying to kill the Traveler inevitably warm up to him. Still got it.
Ah, so that's why you're broke as shit.
To Ether, the journey has meaning. The birds of Tevat, the songs of its people, they are all part of it. Even if he's against the Abyss itself, a new dawn is somewhere just beyond the stars, and a field of flowers Lumine too loved.
That was such, oh man, that was such a good analyst of game. I really hope we get to see more Genshin characters appear in Death Battle, or Honkai characters, or Zenless Zone Zero characters. One day, we'll see.
The battle's about to start, and if you like death battle music, some of your favorite battle tracks are coming to a collectible vinyl album.
Ooh,
This album features 10 tracks from
albums?
our
Let's
independent
see.
era, created by our awesome composers Brandon Yates and
Oh
Derek
my old,
Media.
ow, my
Like
cheek
Death and
hurts
Blue
from
Ruby
ulcer.
versus
I can't
Vodka.
talk.
Or Requiem
Oh,
for a
I still
Thief
haven't
from
seen.
Joker
I
vs.
still
Jordan.
have not seen that episode yet. Like I say, if you guys want me to react to some Death Battle episodes, let me know.
Oh, can't forget Game Over from Bowser vs. Eggman.
And more.
I've already
Plus,
seen
it takes
some
a
of the
great
Death
piece
Battle
art
episodes,
to
but
put
there
into
are
place.
some I
Led by
haven't
our own
seen
animation
yet,
director,
or
Louis
ones
Cruz.
I haven't watched
This album is
in a long
only
time.
available for pre-order. So head to deathbattle.gg or click the link in the description before August 10th and pre-order a copy so you don't miss out.
And remember, Archivist and Chronicler members get a discount.
Oh, I like it,
That's
Death. Oh, I like the album
deathbattle.gg,
cover. That
the
looks
home
amazing.
Of Death Battle.
Alright, it's time.
All
Let's
right,
do
Tibetans
this.
are
It's time to
set.
watch
We've
the
run data
fight.
through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
I wonder how they're gonna start this off. Let's see. Oh, we're just starting immediately. Okay, no setup. Alright. Ooh, so far I love it. From what I've known, this is made by the same animator who did Denji vs. Yuji, so I'm looking forward to it. Ow. Hey, Sori in the building, nice. Oh, I love the music, dude. I gotta listen to the full track after this episode. This sounds incredible. So far. Ooh, the smoke effects. Oh, that looks incredible. The smoke. Hey, elemental sights. Dendro. Hydro. Ooh, elemental reaction. Nice.
What's going on?
Hey, Paimon.
Aang goes treasure hunting for 2 minutes. Now everything is going kaboom.
Alright, music's sounding awesome. I love it. Ooh, dude, the gliding
Cool glider. Can it do this?
looks incredible. I love it. Uh-oh. Ow, my head. Uh-oh. Oh no, we got frozen. Ow.
Come on, traveler. Get up. Never, ever, ever
You
stop
got
moving
this.
forward. Remember.
Hey, Night Soul's Blessing. Let's go. Holy crap. Dang, that battle treat Traveler way better than Hoiverse ever does. In terms of action, just look at this. Imagine Traveler does this in game. Oh boy, here comes Avatar State. I'm a little scared.
For those who came before. And those who will follow.
Oh, I'm a little scared. Oh no.
I am Avatar Aang, the last airbender.
Come on, Traveler, please win this. Please win this. Please win this. Oh no. Oh no, Traveler, please, Traveler. No, 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 no. Please. Whoa, alright.
Take this!
Electric. Ooh, elemental reaction. Ooh. Oh, Traveler won.
Through infinite dusks and dawn!
Oh, that's such a cool shot. Ooh. We did it.
Way to go, traveler. But does this mean no treasure?
Hey, let's
The
go.
dailies are
Traveler
done.
wins. Sorry,
What a
Aang.
This was an interesting pairing, so let's break this down by power, experience, speed, and elements.
First up, power. Aang and Traveler could both change the terrain of entire cities.
Yep.
And we're way stronger than characters that can break mountains. But at their peak, they're both tearing up islands.
Aang's avatar state made him on par with Kyoshi, who created and moved the island of Kyoshi. Similarly, Night Soul's Blessing let Ether contend with Archon-level foes like the Raiden Shogun, who split Yashiori Island in two.
With an attack that even Vision Bearers weaker than Traveler can block. So he's
Hold on. Also block the Muso Hisachi with 2 elements. Ether has more elements. Night Soul's Blessing has some restrictions lifted by Columbina. Ether also survived replication Muso Hitachi used by the Tori, whose power has been compared to an Archon.
definitely on that level.
Kyoshi Island is over 6 miles wide.
True,
and
yeah.
long. Kyoshi moved the island 17 miles offshore in 2 seconds. So we have everything we need to calculate the amount of kinetic energy this would require.
Turns out it's basically the same as cutting through Yashiori Island. About 3,000 gigatons of TNT. So their power is tied up.
Which means
I don't know if it's a tie. Wait, what about Because Traveler is a lot stronger than Varka, who pulled out. Well, to be fair, Varka was aided by Nicole, but still, Interesting. All right.
means comparing their experience is crucial.
Oh, Aang's winning
There's mastered
experience.
more elements than Aang, but the Avatar state gave Aang centuries of knowledge.
With
Yep.
the memories and abilities of past avatars, Aang's kit was so extensive in a way Ether had no real answer for.
Not to mention, Aang's training was more focused.
Most of Ether
Traveler's
thousands
skills,
years to
sure,
spend
but his
stasis,
training
while
was
Avatar
mostly
grants
just a
Aang
means to
potentially
finding his
10,000
sister,
years
while
of relevant
Aang's journey
combat
was
knowledge.
all about
True.
mastering elements to combat other
Yep.
elements.
Experience narrowly goes to Aang. However, another important factor to consider is speed.
In terms of mobility,
Speed.
both could
Oh,
roughly
Traveler's
match the
winning
other.
this.
If Traveler was immobilized with earthbending, he could just dig his way out as a dinosaur.
Yep.
And Aang's airbending and glider meant he could easily counter Ether if he took flight.
But in terms of raw reaction speed, Traveler had it in the bag. Aang
Yep.
bending away lightning is crazy fast, but Traveler could dodge lightning much earlier in his journey, and now he can block that light-speed Kuvaki laser.
While lightning can move over 200,000 miles per hour, a beam of light can move 186,000 miles per second.
It's
Over
not even
3,000
close.
times
Look
faster
at
than
that.
Aang. Traveler takes speed by a landslide.
So this all came down to the elements. Who could turn the forces of nature against the other?
At first, I actually thought this was Aang's dub.
Ether's elemental control is remarkable, but most of his attacks are projectiles, spires, and very specific implements that Aang has bent away in the past. Ether has never
Yeah, like, well, actually, believe it or not, though, like, I feel like Traveler's gonna win this category, but I always thought that element category would go to Aang in terms of mastery, because Traveler barely used their elements in a creative way. Well, recently, Traveler has been using their elements in a creative way, which is cool and all. So let's see.
shown the precision or creative flexibility that we've seen with Aang's bending.
But throw in the combos of elemental reactions and the script flips. Traveler could mix not just his elements, but also Aang's in ways that Aang could not. Bending was Aang's greatest strength, but also, against Traveler, a weakness.
Yep,
Because
it's a
Aang usually
weakness.
had one or more elements around him, it gave Ether an easy access point through these combinations. When Aang
Ooh,
used
I
fire,
did not
Ether
thought
could use
about
lightning
that.
to catch him in an
What?
overload. If Aang used water, Traveler's electrocharge could paralyze him, and so on.
This isn't just a gameplay thing. Genshin characters like the
True,
lovely Lisa
yep.
canonically say this is how the elements work.
And unlike Aang, Ether has fought multiple people who can use multiple elements. The longer the fight went on, the more Ether would trip Aang up with these combinations, some of which
So Aang
could
basically
not
like
bend.
Aang could
fell.
redirect lightning, sure,
For
but what
his
about electro
own
buzzsaws,
trap.
or an electrified tornado, or dendroblasts of pure plant energy?
The Kavaki shield especially gave Ether a strong defense to fall back on. Since it was made of pure light, Aang had no way to remove it outside of brute force.
By comparison, Aang's wind barrier wouldn't block Traveler's elements. It would
Yep.
actually merge with them and create more combos that would target Aang himself. Not a
Yeah,
great
he
situation
screwed
to be in.
himself there.
And since Ether's powers came from external earthly sources, like those statues, Aang could not depower him with energy bending, even if he theoretically overcame Ether's willpower.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even if Aang energy bend Traveler, Traveler is still strong without their elements. Because if you look at one of the cutscenes when Traveler was fighting against Scaramouche's mecha form, Traveler literally stopped that giant hand with their brute strength. So even if Aang did took away their elements, theoretically, Traveler's still winning though, because they're still strong without their elements.
Willpower that is strong enough to alter the fate of the entire world. Sorry, Aang, but elements goes to the Traveler. Cinching his
Hey.
victory. Either way you cut it, he was in his element.
The winner is the Traveler, Ether.
Let's freaking... Oh, hold on.
Okay, I'm ready for my cameo. Oh.
Aw, sorry buddy, better luck next time. What's the next episode? Let's see.
Next time on Death Battle.
Next time, what's this? Wait, Garmadon? Hold on. Wait, Ninjago? Wait.
Subscribe and join.
Oh, Ninjago versus Bionicles. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Oh, I can't even scream because if I scream, the ulcer will hurt even more. Ow, I can die happy in peace. Let's go. 2 of my childhood shows in Death Battle episode. Oh, I'm excited. Ninjago, Bionicles, both shows I grew up in my childhood. I'm excited. All right. This has been an incredible episode. This has been an incredible episode. I think I'm a little biased because I play Genshin Impact. And when I first heard this Kickstarter, hold on. When I first heard this Kickstarter announce of Traveler appearing in Death Battle, I was actually very excited though. So this was such a fun episode. I'm looking forward to the next Death Battle episode, which because it's Ninjago and Bion. I'm excited. Let's go. I am. Oh man, I'm lost for words, holy crap. I can't tell if I'm lost of words because of pure excitement or because the ulcer hurts my mouth, and if I talk more, it hurts even more. Well anyways, that's the end of the video.